Hi guys, welcome to Trazon.com. This is Mohit Soni, and we are out in the real world riding the all new, or let's say, Hornet 2.0 based motorcycle. This is the CB200X. We showed you in the walk around video a couple of weeks ago in the red color, and as you can see in real life now we have the grey color, and I think this looks much better in person. Of course, this also has the Africa Twin inspired graphics on it, and I think as always the fairing integration is spot on with any other Honda model, and the headlight continues to be the same as the Hornet 2.0. I love this silver color and this sort of golden color that follows here. Got a typical beefy tank, just like how it's supposed to be on an adventure bike, and this also gets one of that, and that is those bark thrusters and knuckle guards here, making even more adventure friendly aesthetics. That's the instrument cluster. We've shown you in detail what all the features does it have, and doesn't have much in terms of connectivity or anything. And those split seats, you've seen the bike when we showed you earlier, and I think it looks spectacular in the way it does, because it comes around really well. The way the fairing has been done and everything else, the golden forks, of course, the metal disc, and everything just contributes to a very good looking motorcycle. So we've been riding the CB200X for half a day, and what can we tell you about it? Well, it's the same motor based on the Hornet 2.0. So it's a 184cc motor making 16 PS of power, 14 Newton meters of torque, and it's a Honda motor, so it's very smooth, very refined, very easy to live with. The clutch is light, the gearbox is smooth. Speaking about the gearbox, well, it is like any other Honda motor in the sub 200cc segment. It's a tall geared motorcycle, so you have to rev it to achieve maximum performance. But at the same time, it's not that bad to live with on a daily basis in the city, because managing traffic, there is good low end torque. It is snappy enough in the city to help you go through the traffic very easily. It's not going to be a problem, and since it's a very easy bike to pilot and live with, it's going to be a fuss free affair with the CB200X. And with the riding position being more comfortable, the seats being really good, there is enough legroom for tall riders. Short riders also won't complain much because the seat height is spot on. We told you that in our walk around video. The lights are good at the back, at the front. They have enough illumination and spread. And the brakes are also good. Of course, they are not very sporty, but the lever bite at the front is good. The back also is quite good. Of course, it's not very instant and on the spot, but it's not very computerish as well. It's not very spongy, so it's a good balance. What is you're going to notice is the fact that the suspension is on the stiffer side. It could have been more compliant despite having such huge tires at the front and at the back. The suspension is tuned quite stiffly, even for a heavy rider like me, who's been riding this motorcycle on stock suspension setup. The suspension is on the stiffer side. It could have been more compliant, or Honda could have chosen a slightly slimmer tire, at least at the back, to give it more fuel efficiency and more acceleration from the bike. So let's talk more about the tires. They may be a big size, they might be an overkill, but at least they grip quite well. There is a lot of grip on offer from these tires. We've ridden it in dry conditions, soaking wet conditions, and intermittent conditions, and there's been a lot of confidence with this. And of course, there's a lot of physical grip as well. So when you lean into corners, there's a lot of grip on offer. With these tires, you can go over slightly bad roads as well. Of course, there's not enough ground clearance, there's not a proper bash plate on it, but then again, it's not meant to be that. You can just do a bit of trails and you'll be fine with it. What else can you do with the CB200X is the fact that with this suspension, you can still take it on twisty roads and you'll be really happy with the motorcycle, like we told you. And that's what the CB200X is all about. It's about able to do a lot of things with the adventure format. Of course, this is not a Hero X Pulse in any way. That was supposed to be. It's more like the Hero X Pulse T that it rivals quite literally, and it can go to a certain extent against the Royal Enfield Himalayan, and even the Himalayan is also coming with a road biased concept of their off-road version motorcycle. So that's where the CB200X fits in quite well. It's a motorcycle that I would buy if I had the opportunity, if I was young enough to get a motorcycle in the 200cc space, because I like the way it looks, and it's a Honda, so you can't go wrong with it. It's got reliability going for it. It's got a 6-year warranty with it now. Of course, it's still expensive. It's the most expensive bike of the lot, but then again, you're getting a lot, you're getting a Honda, and that's how it has been. Now Honda needs to focus the same concept which they're doing with the Hornet 2.0 and the CB200X, with larger capacity motorcycles in terms of engine cubic capacity, and that would be something we look forward to very soon. I think that's it. That's our video for now. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, share this with your friends, comment, and follow us on social media, where we will regularly update you more about everything else in the auto space. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.